Well, you got to roll it to hit as well. So Fountain of Flame is you have to roll it to hit. All right, so that'll be a 23 versus the hyena up top, and I believe that is versus reflex. So that is a hit on the hyena. So go ahead and do one more attack roll, 1d20 plus 8 for the hyena right below it.
And a 21 versus
Very
reflex.
nice. Oh yeah, both are solid hits. So your Fountain of Flame erupts into a thunderous fire, catches both of these creatures on fire. You do the full 19 damage to each creature.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Payback.
very nice. And actually, that Fountain of Flame lasts for the entire encounter. So
Exactly.
if anything ends its turn in that fire, it takes an additional 5 damage, which is pretty nice. It basically makes the monsters move and eat attacks of opportunities if they have to eat it, because they're not just going to stand in fire. I think the creatures, especially gnolls, will be intelligent enough to not stand in the fire. So
Yeah, and hopefully it creates a funnel where the rest of the guys go down to the south instead of going through the fire, right?
exactly.
Does that
Hopefully.
affect allies and enemies?
That affects
It just says
anyone.
enemies.
Yeah. Oh, does it affect just enemies?
It says enemies. It doesn't say anything about players on there.
Wow. Yeah, target is each enemy in the burst. And then let's see.
Great.
The
Which is
effect
kind of weird. You would think it would hit.
Yeah, I figured it would be creature instead of enemy. And that's not in the errata, so there's no errata actually for Fountain of Flame. So yeah, I guess it is. It's whatever the flavor text says. So the actual attack. Yeah, it's nice. So you can just run right through it with no penalty. But all common sense. So if you're going to run through it, you would take fire damage, but you're not going to be stopping through it. You're not going to be stopping in it. You're going to be running through it. The only time you're going to take that extra 5 damage is if your turn actually ends in that square, in that 3x3 square. So, but yeah, you can run through it for no damage. Sure, feel free, be my guest. All right, so I'm taking 19 damage per creature. Now on the hyena, you notice that several wounds have now opened up. A lot of his fur has caught on fire, a lot of his coat, and he is now officially bloodied. And bloodied status in 4E or Essentials means that the creature is at least half-life.
Cool, and I guess I'm going to end my turn right there.
Alright, sounds good. And also for the hyena, the gnoll as well, you notice several wounds open up on him, and he is also considered bloodied as well. So very nice shot. Nice damage on that. And you had, two bad rolls. Just think how much you could have done if you would have rolled higher than that. Man, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and do another hyena. I should have put a little dynamic lighting sliver where you couldn't see behind the coffer. Maybe next time I'll do that. So. Alright, that's my 8 squares of movement for the hyena. That's it for him. So now we have the gnoll that's prone down south. I'm going to use my movement to stand him up. So there's his movement action. So good job on that. Now I'm going to have to burn another movement action to get over this sarcophagus and engage the characters. So I'm going to go ahead and get over that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so there's my 5 movements. I will have combat advantage on the cleric. And that's it for me. I cannot attack. I use double movement. But he does yell in a tongue that you cannot understand, sort of like a barking. You can hear him barking at you there, Dritston. All right, so looks like
That better be a prayer to Paylor.
back up to the top of the order. So now we're in round 2, and Zantag, you're back up.
And of course, the wolf's gonna mosey his way right there. And then he's going to stare at the ugly gnoll in front of him.
Combat
Ignoring-
advantage.
Oh, yes.
Yep, you do have a combat advantage, so add in an additional +2 to your attack roll. Mr. Snots.
Oh, yeah. And this is going to be nasty with for him.
It damn sure is.
A 19.
19 versus armor class, correct? On the Gnoll?
Yeah, versus armor.
That is, yeah, that's a hit. It's not a very solid hit, but it's a hit irregardless. And there's that $5 word, irregardless.
And he takes 12 damage.
Holy crap, nice damage. Alright. Anything else for you there, Zantag? I thought you were going to run up and double and, combine and strike him.
Actually, you know what? I still have movement on Zantag, so he's going to mosey on up.
Okay.
And guess what?
You're going to action point it, aren't you?
Bingo!
Well, this is your only action point. So if it's like I was saying, I had some rules to tell you about, and I didn't get around to doing it. I've got
so
this to where you get to use all your daily powers one time. Your encounter powers will reset after every encounter. Your healing surges do not refresh, so use them sparingly. And also, you get one action point. So I did have it 2 last week, but seeing that we only have 2 encounters tonight, you only get 1 action point. So
okay.
Yeah, go ahead and burn that action point and do a combined strike. I'm going to see if you could take this guy out.
Actually, before I do the action point, though, I'm going to burn a miner first, actually.
Okay. Oh, before you do the action point?
Yeah, before the action point.
Okay, good job. Because if you would have burned your action point and then did your miner, I would have said, okay, Lovo, what are you doing? That would have sucked.
Oh, wait, you've changed some of the dailies, let's see?
I did. Mm-hmm. I changed some of the skills around for all of the classes. You were looking for Shillelagh, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
That is another one of those overpowered skills.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't actually put heat metal in place.
Yeah, I wanted to try something different.
Okay.
Who's to say I may change it down the line? Because I am rewriting a lot of things that will fit my game better, and I'm actually making an entire new Shillelagh card, and I'm making an entire new Stalker's Mist card as well. And once I get those cards done, they'll be back on the character sheets. But as of right now, I'm just substituting it with something else because I really think a permanent -5 to attacks is a little much. I mean, I could just pull out like an anti-magic shield or a dispel magic and get rid of it, but then it's not fair to, make you have a penalty for having a daily power that you just used. So I'm trying to bring those skills down into a more realistic, mechanic. They'll be back. I just need some time to do it. I just got a lot of stuff on my plate. It'll get done eventually, though.
Alright, well, seeing as that's out of the question then, but for the miner, so let's just do the whole thing.
Alright, so you're using your action point to combine action and combine strike, huh?
Yep, let's see how this turns out for me.
I hope it hits.
I'm trying to remember with the modifier. Because I know it's not going to be like an 8.
Well, the combined attack is your 1d20 plus wisdom. So whatever your wisdom modifier says on your character sheet, that's what you're going to be doing.
Right. Does it... Wait. I don't remember. Does it add the proficiency of the weapon or no?
Yeah, the weapon proficiency is already added in for the to hit.
Okay.
All the proficiencies are already added in, so. And plus you get proficiency with scimitar, so I added the scimitar proficiency in for you already.
Right.
You have a +8, and it's wisdom based, so. And in fact,
And-
you gained plus to hit because with your new level 4 feat, I gave you melee training, which melee training basically you substitute strength because your strength sucks.
Right.
So I
Actually-
basically, well, that's just for your plain opportunity attacks, but because
Actually,
this
wait, don't I
attack is
add the-
wisdom based.
Actually, don't I add +2 to that 8 too with the old Wolf's Aura?
You got combat advantage, so no, you can only add 1 plus 2. So you would actually be, technically you'd be plus 10, because you already have combat advantage. The aura doesn't stack. Things don't stack in 4E, so you won't get +4 unless one of them was +3, then you would get the +3 instead of +2, because it just takes the higher
Right.
modifier.
So it's still going to be a +10 to the roll.
Yep, that's it. So you'll get a +10 to hit. Oh yeah, and that's a solid hit.
All
This
right.
is- now here comes the damage.
All right. I'm trying to get the damage on this because it's 1d8 from the Zantag.
You know Vey is cussing you out right now for hitting with that attack, because she never hits with Combined Strike. She's cussing you out right now.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's the damage for Zantag. Now for the wolf.
Alright. Oh yeah, he's this gnoll here. With both of your combined efforts, both of your attacks, you've opened up several wounds on him, major wounds, and he's well within bloodied status.
It's
Yeah,
like he didn't even know what hit him.
No, he just got bombarded from two sides, and he didn't even know what was coming. He thought he was getting one up on the cleric, but then you guys came into the picture and thwarted his plans. So, all right, nice action point there, Lovo. Your action point is gone. I'm sorry for Zantag. And what's your free action? Because I know you're going to do one.
And in a poor attempt to,
You'll notice that he'll
Bark
always
at
do
the
free actions.
gnoll.
It's funny.
I tried to say a curse with the bark at him.
Oh, through snots?
Yeah.
All you hear is Snots kind of growl at him after he barks something back. You're not able to determine what he says, though. You could probably telepathically communicate with him next round, so as a free action.
Oh,
All right.
with some snots.
Yeah, so Lovo, you're up now. Yeah, you can find out what he said next round.
Alright, I had a couple questions. How long is the range on my bow? Do I know how many squares I can shoot?
Sure, yep. It should say there on the weapons, it should have range, which I did not add it in there. I think the range is 10, so let me double check real quick.
So I can't reach that guy back there on the thing.
You might be able to if you moved up, so let me look at the longbow real quick. I should have added that into the properties, and I apologize about that. All right, so the longbow has actually the longbow has a range of a 20. Wow, this is really nice. So, yeah, I'll change that real quick for you. So, yeah, you have a 20-40 range, so which is nice. Holy crap, that's actually that's insane.
So how many squares is that? I don't know.
20 squares.
Oh boy, that's a lot of
Yeah.
squares.
Yeah, everything in 4th edition or Essentials is based off of squares. So if it says 20, that's 20 squares, man.
Alright, and am I able to use an at-will and an encounter power in the same turn?
You wanted to use... Now, as long as it's a standard action and a minor action, absolutely you can do that. But if you look at the cards and if it says standard and standard, then no, you can't do that. Unless you do what Zantag just did and burn your action point, then you can use your action point to do another action, which would be another attack, which takes the standard action. So.
All right. Let's see what I want to do here then.
So what were you wanting to do?
I was going to use my encounter's distraction shot on the guy way in the back, and then use my multi-shot, or my rapid shot on the two bloodied people there in the fire.
Oh, you wanted to use disruptive shot? Disruptive shot? Is that what you're wanting to use?
Yeah, my encounter power.
Yeah, that's a standard, so that would
Yeah,
cost
they're both
the
standards.
encounter. Yeah, so yeah, you can't. Now you can do your standard, you can do your minor, you can do your movement, you can do everything you need to do within your normal turn, and then at the end of your turn just say, hey, I want to use an action point, and then you can do something else, as long as it's not another disruptive shot. Even though you can use a disruptive shot twice, because that's a mechanic to your ranger class, you can only use that power one time in a round. But you have a lot of other cool things to use anyway, so...
Oh yeah, I was just wondering how that worked. So I'm just going to use my rapid shot on the bigger guy. What is he, a gnoll?
Yes. Which one? Go ahead and ping on the map.
The one that's in the fire.
The one that's in the fire up here? Yeah, that's a gnoll.
Yeah,
and
that one
this
over
is
there.
a hyena. Yep. Yeah,
So that lets me, because he's adjacent, so I got to make an attack on both of them.
You sure can. And it'll, I believe it's a -2 to both of your attack rolls. So
Yeah.
it would be a +9 instead of +11. But if you're in your aspect, you get the +2 anyway. So it kind of nullifies each other out, so you'll still get your +11. Alright, so your first attack, it hits the hyena. And as you launch the second arrow, you basically fumble. And the way that I do fumbles in all my games, well, especially in the one-shots, you basically just forfeit the rest of your turn. So, there are penalties for rolling a 1, and there are bonuses for rolling
That
a
1
20.
is a
so,
D10.
oh, yeah. So I see that you rolled your damage. So, yeah, go ahead and roll a 1d20 plus 11. Well, actually, we'll just say that you did 6 damage. The second hit, however, on the Marauder is a miss. But the first one did another 6 damage to the hyena. So nice job. This hyena is in pretty bad shape now. Second attack on the gnoll missed. So do you want to do any movement or any other minor actions or free actions to say something, or because then if you don't do anything else, then you can go ahead and use your action point and do your other attack if you wanted to. Or if you just want to save your action point, you can do that as well.
Yeah, that's... yeah, I will use my action point to disruptive shot the guy way in the back there.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely hit him. And this is going to be just a flat-out shot. All of the everything will cancel each other out, so you get +11 to hit.
Ooh, a natural
nice.
20.
Yeah, natural crit. So you do max damage. That's how max damage works in 4th edition and Essentials. You just you have a 1d10 plus 5, I believe. So you'll just do your flat
plus
15
6.
damage. Okay, or 16 damage. So and now, what do you want to do with your disruptive shot as well? Wow, nice shot.
Dazed. I want to make... What does Dazed do? I think that's what I want to do.
So if you want to see what Dazed does, open up your character sheet and scroll down right above the weapons, right above the properties column, you'll see conditions. You can click on conditions and it'll actually pull up the conditions handout that is literally in... this is either from Player Handbook 1 or from the rules compendium from Essentials. So you'll see that if a target is dazed, it does several things. It grants you combat advantage, so now you'll get a +2 to hit. And then the target can only do one standard action, a move action, or a minor action. So you limit it to only doing one thing. and then it can't do any kind of attacks of opportunity or immediate reactions or anything like that. So it's pretty nice, but there's and he also takes -2 to attack rolls, so it's pretty nice. It's good for you, bad for the creature. Really bad for the creature.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay, so but yeah, that has all of the conditions on the character sheet. All right, so let's go ahead and mark him as dazed. All right, so that's it for Lovo. Nice usage of your action points. Gim, you're back up.
Question.
Answer.
I got heroic effort, which is a bonus +4 to attack. Can I also? Excuse me. Can I also use Battle Wrath, which is a +2 to damage at the same time, or just one of them?
Well, it's no action, so it doesn't cost you anything. So yeah, you can use heroic action to add a +4 bonus to your attack roll. I'll let you do that, sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'm using heroic effort, which is a +4 to attack.
Okay, sounds good.
On the Gnoll.
And you're wanting to do your free action for Power Strike as well, right? Is that what you said you were wanting to do as well? So you can.
No, Battle Wrath, which is a +2 to damage.
Oh, okay, yeah. Your Battle Wrath is a minor action. It's like your personal aura anyway. So yeah, you get a +3 to, or is it +2? Yeah, it's +2 bonus to damage rolls. So yeah, go ahead and attack away again at let's see, your bonuses. Looks like +10. So attack away, and actually it'll be it'll be +14 because you're using heroic effort as well. So oh yeah, it's a solid blow, man. And that's on the Gnoll directly in front of you, right? And in fact, I believe it's not even, you just add it on to your roll, so it's not going to consume it again. It's only for missing. It's sort of like elven accuracy for the elves. Works sort of like that. All right, so you still would have hit anyway with a 24, and you do 13 damage. Wow, nice job. All right, take a good chunk of flesh out of the Gnoll's leg as you connect with your great weapon. Anything else for you there, Rack, or are you done?
I'm going to do 2 minors, pull a potion out of my pack, and drink it.
Sounds good. That's your minor standard. Very good. And you didn't use that power either, because it only goes if you would have missed the roll, then you would have added the +4. So, but you still have that power again.
So that's +10, and I take one of my healing surges off.
Yes, you'll have 1 potion left, and you take a surge off, correct, and then add your 10 hit points to your hit points. You shouldn't be blooded anyway, right? I think you're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right, so I'm going to go
just
ahead
want to make sure I stay that way.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm going to go ahead and, with the wolf here, I'm going to shift up, get out of the fire. So I won't take an attack of opportunity for shifting. Alright, so I will not take 5 damage for him. And I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, I'm going to attack Gim with the hyena.
It looks like
And that is a 23 versus armor class, which I'm pretty sure that's a hit.
That's a hit.
All right, so you're gonna take a total of 11 damage, and I do not get any kind of bonuses. I don't get pack attack or anything because there's not 2 adjacent enemies. Yeah, it's a hit. So, all right, 11 more damage. I'm done with the hyena. Next up is the Gnoll Marauder that's directly in front of you. Now that I'm going to go ahead and do a... let's see. I missed out on one of my I could have used an immediate interrupt for going to bloodied status, which I missed out on that. But kind of hard to as you're watching all of these creatures, it's kind of hard to see every single little minute detail about creatures. But that's the one. I do love the complexity of the monsters in 4E, but sometimes you just can't get everything. And I try to, but sometimes you just miss something. So I'm just going to do just a normal spear attack against you. And yeah, I get a bonus actually because I am bloodied, so that'll be a little bit more damage as well. That's if he hits. But you notice that the Gnoll in front of you, as he attacks, he drops his spear. So now I don't have a weapon in my hand.
Barking laugh at him.
I rolled a critical fumble 1. So.
Hey, Dave.
Hey.
You did really roll a 1 for him?
I did. Yeah, you can see I don't hide any rolls. All my rolls are on the stream and silent GM rolls, but...
Right.
Yeah.
That's tempting.
Alright. So he's fumbled. No, you're talking about the EXP, the Wheel of Misfortune for the critical fumbles. No, we're not doing that in this game.
Okay.
Only in the normal campaigns. Alright, so Dritston, you're up now.
Does that wolf give me combat advantage or not?
No, because he's not an ally, so...
Okay. Then I'm gonna swing at the Gnoll above me.
Now, if you want to attack Rack, I'll give you combat advantage for that.
It's okay. I'm gonna use my Resurgent Sun encounter.
Actually,
Okay.
let me tell you something. That one that's behind you, that's in the wolf aura, you will get a +2 to him if you attack it.
If you want to attack him, because you got Snots directly across from you. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so I get a +2 from that aura?
Yeah. Well,
Then
And
I'll
that
attack
other
it.
one's in the
Yeah.
fire, too. So he'll probably get it in just a little bit.
Actually, yeah, did that guy take fire damage in his last turn?
yeah, I did. I took 5 damage.
Cool. Alright, so I'm swinging at the one below me, d20 +8. 25.
Yeah, he's still smoldering. He's on fire. 25 is definitely a hit on this bloodied creature here. Nice shot.
Takes 18, and I'll give Rack the healing surge.
18. What did you use? Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. That was nice.
That was Resurgent Sun encounter.
Ah, nice. 18 damage. All right. Yeah, he's in pretty bad shape now.
So Rack can spend the healing surge, and I'm going to shift up here and end my turn.
Very nice. You eliminate that combat advantage.
How much I get on the healing surge?
Whatever it says on your character sheet, you take your surge values.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we have the huntsman. He is dazed. So it is it dazed until save ends, or is it dazed until the
Until
end of
save ends.
Okay. All right. Good. So I'll be dazed until at least the end of this this round. So I'm going to go ahead and move over a little bit. All right, and I'm going to fire an arrow back at Lovo. He saw you stand, he saw you shoot him, and he's going to shoot you back, or attempt to, anyways. He gets no kind of pack attack bonus or anything like that. So it's just a flat out shot. So. And that's a miss of a